Well, good afternoon, folks, and welcome to another episode of 162 Times, the 90th episode of this program, believe it or not. And we got a good one for you here tonight, or today rather, from our favorite undisclosed location in the woods in Quebec. And we've got good news for you on the last night's game between the Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. So we'll bring you that. We'll preview Game 2, and we'll take a look around at a Friday night slate of games and how the other teams fared. So let's get right into it. Last night, Mariners were hosting Toronto Blue Jays in Seattle, and it is the annual trek down from Canada to Seattle from many Blue Jay fans. And we were watching on Sportsnet, and Buck Martinez and Dan Shulman were calling the game for the Blue Jays. And they made the point that Seattle sucked at a lot of things all night long, including batting average and on-base percentage, and it was really true. But despite all that, the Mariners pulled off a classic Mariners win, a 2-1 victory. The win moves the M's to 49 and 41, still first in the American League West. The loss drops the Blue Jays to 39 and 49, fifth in the American League East. The win went to Luis Castillo, starting pitcher. He's now 7-9 with a 3.72 ERA. He was amazing. Kevin Gausman got the loss for the Jays. He was also really good. He's now 6-8 with a 4.64 ERA, and the save went to Andres Munoz, 14th of the year, 1.54 ERA. Overall, the Jays managed only 2 hits. They committed 1 error and scored 1 run. The Mariners had 8 hits and only got 2 runs, but still, that is good stuff. In terms of the pitching lines, well, the winning pitcher Castillo went 6 2/3, gave up 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He walked 2, struck out 8, and the 1 run came off a solo bomb from Kevin Kiermaier. Losing pitcher Kevin Gausman, 6 innings, gave up 6 hits, 2 runs, both of them were earned. He walked 2, he struck out 10, which tied a season high for him. And then the Blue Jays went to Tanner Pearson. He did 2/3 of an inning, gave up 2 hits and struck out 1. Genesis Cabrera did 1/3 of an inning, he struck out his guy. And then Pop, I can't remember his first name, Pop, he 1 full inning, he walked 3, struck out 1, but no hits or runs. Amazing work by the Mariners driving in runs there. On the Mariners bullpen side, it was Austin Voth who struck out his guy to end the 7th. Then Ryan Stanek had a clean 8th with a K, and Munoz had a clean 9th. No walks or strikeouts. So the Mariners struck out 10 Blue Jays. The Blue Jays struck out 13 Mariners. Castillo went for 104 pitches, and so did Kevin Gausman. They were both really firing. Castillo just looked great. The fastball was working. Everything was working. It was just dancing in there. It was beautiful. Scoring was hard to come by, obviously, with a 2-1 final line. In the early going, there was men on, and Luke Raley hit a shot to deep left center field, and Dalton Varsho, the left fielder for the Blue Jays, made an unbelievable play. He ran full tilt boogie to the wall and effectively arrived at the exact same moment as the ball and made the catch without ever slowing down. It was incredible, and he just kind of bounced off the wall. I'm surprised he didn't hurt himself. It was a really good play, must admit. One of the best catches I've seen this year, actually, just considering how far he had to travel and the way he made the play. But bottom of 3, Luke Raley, who had a good game, doubled, and it scored Cal Raleigh and Julio Rodriguez. I believe Raleigh was on first and scored all the way from first on the double. But anyway, great play. That put the Mariners up 2-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. Then top of 6, Kiermaier homered. And I thought Scott Service was going to take Castillo out of the game at that point. He didn't. He took him out after he gave up a single. And there was a funny moment on the mound where Castillo was just smiling. He was like, "Don't take the ball from me, Skip." And then Skipper took the ball from him. So whatever. That was it. That was it for the scoring. Blue Jays didn't really threaten the bullpen, in my opinion. A couple guys for the Mariners had decent nights. Raley was 1 for 3 with 2 ribbies. Crawford 1 for 3. Raleigh was 2 for 3 with a run scored. Julio was 1 for 4 with a run scored. 8 hits for the boys. That's better. So the Mariners have now won 2 in a row, which we appreciate. All right. They did leave a lot on base, though, I bet. Yeah, they left 12 on base, and they were 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. They should have crushed the Blue Jays last night, but they didn't. But anyway. They'll be at it again today at 4:15-ish Eastern Time, day game. And we're going to take a look at the starting pitchers for that. So for the Mariners, they've called up Emerson Hancock from Tacoma, so he'll make a start. And he'll be going up against Yariel Rodriguez, another guy who is just newly called up. So Mr. Rodriguez, Yariel, he's 0-3 with a 4.63 ERA, 6 starts this season, 23 strikeouts in 23 and a third innings pitched, 1.54 whip. Not amazing numbers from him, but I've seen him pitch a couple times this year, and I thought he was pretty good. Hancock, he's 3-3 this year, 4.79 ERA, 8 starts, 24 strikeouts in 41 innings pitched, so he's more of a ground ball, fly ball kind of guy, and he's got a 1.28 whip. So let's hope for good things out of Mr. Hancock. Lineup should be ready. They are. So Toronto, we're going to see George Springer in the lineup tonight, right field leading off. Spencer Horwitz will play second base. He played first last night. Second base for him. He'll bat second. Vladdy Jr. will play first and bat third. Bo Bichette will play shortstop and bat cleanup. Danny Jansen will DH tonight. He'll bat fifth. Dalton Varsho will bat sixth and play left. Alejandro Kirk will catch tonight. He'll bat seventh. Ernie Clement will be at third, batting eighth. And Kevin Kiermaier will play center field and bat ninth. On the Mariners side of things, it'll be Crawford leading off, playing short. Rojas batting second, playing third. Raleigh batting third, DHing. Rodriguez playing center field, batting fourth. Luke Raley playing first, batting fifth. Mitch Garver will catch. He'll bat sixth. Dom Canzone will be in left, batting seventh. Mitch Haniger will be in right, batting eighth. And Dylan Moore will play second base and bat ninth. So that means Ty France gets a night off. And Mitch Garver will be behind the plate tonight. So that's interesting. I do hope that the Mariners have a good one here. I think they need it because Houston has been on fire. And that brings us to the final section of today's episode, which is the scores from Friday night. So Houston was up by quite a lot against the Minnesota Twins, but what a game. Ended up being 13-12 for the Astros. The Twins scored 7 runs in the bottom of the ninth, but only got within 1. They had 17 hits. The Astros had 16 hits. Incredible. The Orioles beat the Athletics 3-2. The Rangers beat the Rays 3-0. The Dodgers beat the Brewers 8-5. The Padres over the Diamondbacks 10-8. The Tigers over the Reds 5-4 in Cincinnati. The Giants over the Guardians 4-2 in Cleveland. The White Sox over the Marlins 3-2 in the Loser Bowl. That was in Miami. The Phils beat the Braves 8-6. The Red Sox beat the Yankees in 10 innings 5-3. The Cards over the Nationals 7-6. The Pirates over the Mets 14-2. Pirates hit 7 home runs in this game. Paul Skeens was pitching. He's now 5-0 with a 2.12 ERA. I'd say he's pretty good. And apparently they ran out of fireworks at PNC Park in Pittsburgh because they hit so many damn home runs. And finally, the Cubbies beat the Angels 5-1. So overall, good thing the Mariners won because their divisional rivals also won. And so 14 days ago, the Mariners were 10 games up in the division, and now they're 2. So the Astros made up 8 games in 14 days. That's how dangerous they are and how quick things can change in the majors, which is just staggering to me. Anyway, all that to say, we've got a good one going in a few hours here, and we hope you tune in. It should be good. Should be a packed stadium again. See how many people we had there last night. Yeah, 34,493. That's not the biggest crowd they've had this year. I think a lot of Seattle fans stay away because they know all the drunk Canadians are coming down. But anyway, that'll do it for today. We'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks.